Forget the heist movies you've seen on Netflix. This is the largest theft in human history, and it didn't happen in a bank vault. While most people think Colonial Britain developed India, economists have recently calculated that they actually siphoned off a staggering 45 trillion, that's 15 times the entire GDP of the UK today. From a tax-to-buy scam that stole gold to a trade system that literally starved millions, this is the true story of how the richest nation on earth was turned into its poorest. What if I told you the biggest heist in history didn't involve a single mask or a getaway car? We're talking about $45 trillion. That is 45 followed by 12 zeros. It's enough to buy every company on the S&P 500 twice. And the victim? An entire subcontinent. How do you steal that much without people noticing? The British used a financial magic trick. Usually, when a country exports goods, they get paid in gold or silver. But the East India Company did something devious. They collected massive taxes from Indian citizens, then used a third of that same tax money to buy Indian goods for the British market. Translation: they were getting Indian silk, spices, and tea for absolutely free. It wasn't trade, it was organized looting. By the mid-1800s, the Crown took over and made it even more professional. If you wanted to buy Indian goods, you had to buy council bills from London using gold. That gold stayed in London. The Indian producers, they were paid in local paper rupees again, taken from their own tax money. Economic historian Utsa Patnaik calculated that between 1765 and 1938, the total drain reached $45 trillion. To put that in perspective, that is 15 times the current annual GDP of the United Kingdom. Where did the money go? It funded the British Industrial Revolution. It built London's railways and the US's infrastructure. While the West was booming, India was starving. Because all the surplus wealth was drained, there was no money left to fight famines. During the Great Heist, grain was being exported to Europe, while millions of Indians died of hunger. India's share of the world economy plummeted from 24% to less than 4% by the time the British left. History books often call this colonialism, but looking at the numbers, it looks a lot more like a crime scene. $45 trillion. It changed the world forever, and most people have never even heard the number. What do you think? Is this a historical debt that can never be repaid? Or is it just the way the world works? Let me know in the comments. And hit follow for more stories they didn't teach you in school.